Hello folks, this little engine is a Lister I can't remember what they call it now, AVA1. It came out of a little old dumper, took the engine, the gearbox and belt tensioner off. The dumper wasn't going to run again, but the engine will. And the engine is for the saw bench, the Kirchner saw bench. It was seized. Some clever fella had decided to put the exhaust pipe on facing upwards, and when the exhaust rotted, it filled with water. Clever people. So it's been stripped, cleaned, and freed. Not quite finished, but let's see if I can get her turning over. There she goes. Like a steam train without the injector in. So she's turning, and she's now firing diesel. So next I've got to get her on something and see if we can get her started. I don't think it's going to be very difficult, but I'll show you what it's going into. Right, this is the, where is the name tag? This is the Kirchner & Co. London sawmill, saw bench. Well, there's the plane. You've got a planer. There's the saw and the spindle moulder. I'll show you the spindle moulder. She's down there. She's all belt drive. That's the spindle moulder, and the saw's there. And the saw is driven by this little pulley here. That'll be there. Like I said, this is the plane. All nice and free. And most of that gearing is for the pulley that drives that little wheel under there. Because what we got to do is take this end of the bed out, and then it lowers down to be a planer thicknesser. Yeah, it's a hell of a piece of kit. Basically, this end slides when it wants to. I'll get somebody to give me a hand with that later. But I'll show you it all working. Whoops, focus gone again. These focuses don't like working, do they? There we go. But nobody's come forth with any information on these saw benches yet. But that end goes down underneath the smaller end, down there. And there's the thicknesser. There's a lot of bits for it. I've just oiled the top at the moment because it's outside, obviously. But I'll show you where it's got to go. Right, now these are my windows, I'm hoping. It's all oak. 9-inch, well, 9-ish in places, by 3, well, 3-ish in places. Some of them nearly 4-inch. That's got to be cut down on the Kirchner bench to make my windows. They're 9 foot long, well, ish. And those down there are considerably bigger. 14, yeah, okay, ish, by 4, 5, I'm not sure. It's somewhere around about there. The sawmill that cut them for me is one of the most genuine guys ever. Fantastic chap. Absolutely fantastic. Right, I'll show you what the windows are to make and what those huge slabs of oak are for. Okay, well this here is my small project. Where the car's parked, there's got to be another wall up, similar to the one at the back, and then a roof goes on top. Well, we ain't got that far yet. That window there has got to be made. That's between two floors, upstairs and downstairs. Yes, there's a downstairs that goes down under road level. So that's all got to be rebuilt. Now, those windows there, okay, the doors, well, shutters at the moment, because those have got to be put on the outside of the building. That's the infinite wisdom of the council. Yeah, a 4-foot door opening into highways is not a good plan. I think that's going to be another issue that the planning people and the highways is going to come under. But that's all got to be, that's the oak frame. I've got to have them big oak frames to hold them stupid old doors on the walls. I don't know, storm blinds, whatever you want to call them. They got to hang on the outside of the building and not be fixed to the wall. Yeah, okay. And then we got the doorway. Luckily, I've managed to find a door that matches the plans. Because the architect was a little bit nuts with my plans. So, yeah, it's been expensive. Right, I'll show you around inside. Well, last Christmas, just before last Christmas, I managed to get the floor in the building. Sorry, but there's not much light in here, but you might get the idea. They are 9-inch oak joists by 9 foot long, 8 foot long, whatever I needed at the time, by 3-inch, and there's a lot of them. And the beams, because the old floor had completely collapsed, so these beams are green oak again, 12-inch by 10, well, maybe 11, 12, yeah, they're around about that. They're about 10 to 11. And they're 24, 25 foot long, high up through the front door. I've had a friend that was here give me a lift in with them, but as you can see, not a bad floor. Right, well, yeah, so the wall's got to be done all the way around. We've had a few things, obviously, living in an old derelict barn and the old caravan for nearly 2 years now. It's had its challenges. Obviously, the height of the building, as you can see behind, I've got a cherry picker that will obviously manage to reach most of up there and do all that and put the guttering up. But no, it's a lovely location, absolute gorgeous location. The wall, as you can see behind me, between mine and the neighbours, that's his wall, not mine. Nearly half the wall I was nearly conned in to building. Believe it or not, nearly half of the wall they was trying to con me into building. How bad is that? I'll tag some photos onto the end, show you what it was like, and hopefully what it would be like again, but obviously as a home. It's going to be probably another video on its own, all the photos. Oh well. Better crack on. So, stay safe. Hopefully be doing some more videos soon. Lazy bye. Well, that was a little look at what's been going on. I know I've not been around on YouTube for a bit, but obviously the karaoke singings has to go on hold, and the motorbikes are on hold, and everything else is on hold. It's been a couple of years of hard work, struggle. As you can see, it's the back of the building, and it's all got to be pointed yet, guttering up. But the council, in their infinite wisdom, want a boundary wall done. Well, yes, I'm going to gripe. I'm going to moan. That's me. They wanted a 1.8. So I'd done all the plans for the 1.8 metre wall high to go all the way around the back of the building. Spent the money out. Had people do the plans. Submitted the plans. Paid for them. And then start building the wall. Well, then it all starts. The neighbour doesn't want the buttresses. Well, how can you have a 1.8 metre stone wall on nothing but soil? The original wall was 1 metre high and it was collapsing. Yet they want me to stick another metre virtually on top. So, as you can imagine, insanity. So, come up with the idea for the ring beam to go through the top of it to be able to stabilise the whole wall, plus the buttresses. Nobody could come up with that idea except me, for some reason. But yeah, and then I'm not allowed to put the buttresses on his side of the wall. Well, if the wall's leaning his way, then they've got to go there. So now they've said it can come down to 1.4 to 1.5. So half a metre on top of a metre wall. Yeah, with no buttresses, I'm not going to guarantee that one. If it falls, it falls. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All I can do is patch them up and build them. So I've had a nightmare with these bloody councillors. So, oh yeah, and now we found out that part of the wall doesn't even belong to me. The neighbour wanted a free wall built. So, luckily, the building has been in the family for hundreds of years, and therefore, we've got all the deeds and all the proof that we don't own all the wall. I think that was a very dirty trick to have somebody build their wall for them.